stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we come for you. With that villain's aroma, peeling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers. Not pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain for you. Hitting the back. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. Tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on. Hey, go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. Let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force. and caused a stack-up behind the line of scrimmage and fill it for a loss.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff. Out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. They have field position for your defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there. Now second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Ready up.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Will try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just a touchdown, Carolina!
J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Drew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The partner and coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got... Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
27-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Wan'Dale Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cut. Kennedy Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Now back to throw. That's down the field. He's got a roller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Over the middle and complete to Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Cool able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. What a move. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And powering through at the 35. So dangerous with the football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this over.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football to double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 14-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
4 yards to go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call it a punt at 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 4.
26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
28. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Makes it 3rd and
2. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
70, Hawks.
He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Ready.
They'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Going for the right side here, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Broncos. 70 Timberwolves.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime, so many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
And he's got this down to the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially at a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the J's.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
the coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to...
Wide open, complete. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Charles, normally when you